Howdy, we do have a lesson today. I know it's Thursday, and we're going to have a quiz tomorrow, and we'll get to that review in a minute. But first, I just want to talk about similar figures real quick. Similar figures are basically just proportions. So let's do a quick example here, and I think you'll be super, super awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw two triangles, and they're similar because it's kind of like I went to just a program or whatever and said, make this bigger, or make this smaller. And so I have two triangles here, and one's just a little bigger than the other, but it's the same, like, copy of the same thing. All the proportions are the same. The shape is exactly the same, if I drew it correctly, but the size is different. So I can label some sides, 7, 4, x, and 2. And if these are truly similar, you can make a proportion out of these and solve that and find the missing side. Sometimes you can almost see it in the problem itself. Like you see, 7 over x here and 4 over 2 there. And that's actually how you write out the proportion. Okay? So to be a little more technical, basically any two, like in the same column, should be from the same shape. So the 7 and the x are both in the same shape. So going down, that's the same shape, or the same figure. We can call this one George. This is George. George. So both of these are from George, and both of these are from James. I'm thinking of presidents. So I'm thinking of George Washington's and James Madison. Whoops, James. There we go. Okay, I'm not thinking of, anywho. So these two are both from George, and these two are both from James. And then going across, they have to be from the same part of the figure. So the 7 and the 4 are both on that upper left side. The 7 and the 4 are from both upper left side. And the x and the 2 are on the bottom left. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. Once you have this, just do the proportion to solve it. So 7 times 2 is 14 equals 4 times x is 4x over 4 over 4 over 4. And, well, I have 7 over 2. 7 over 2 equals x. Beautiful. Okay? And usually there's some kind of unit there. We'll say inches or miles or whatever. Something like that. Okay. Let me go through one more thing. I'll give you a try in a minute. It'll actually be a little tricky. But hopefully you'll be awesome and good. Okay. We're talking about scale on maps. So map, scale. So if you have a map with a scale, it'll be something like 1 inch equals 7.2 miles. Okay? So obviously the map doesn't represent reality exactly. It's a smaller copy of it, and you can solve problems like this using a proportion. So let's say on the map, let's see. First, to do the scale, we're going to do a proportion. And I'll say 1 inch is 7.2 miles. Okay, I just fill in the scale in the first fraction. Okay, and then I make a measurement on the map. Okay, so two things are, let's say I have 2 dots on the map, and they are 3.2 inches apart. Let's say I have 2 dots on the map, 2 places, I don't know, my house, McDonald's, or whatever, and they're 3.2 inches apart. Well, again, I need to line things up here. So both the scale lined up here, going across, the inches and miles have to line up. So if I have 3.2 inches on the map, I have to line that up with the 1 inch on the map. So 3.2 inches on the map, and then I get my x right there. And, ooh, where's my calculator? Good golly. Well, I'm going to fake it. So 7.2 times 3.2. And then x times 1. Well, x times 1 is just x. So all I need to do is multiply these. Where's my calculator? Hang on. 7.2 times 3.2. Let me get on my computer here real quick. Maybe you'll beat me to it. So 7.2 times 3.2 is 23.04. And that's 23.04 miles, because across the bottom here, it's miles. Okay, and we could talk about accuracy for a little bit. This is probably not going to be accurate to the hundredths place. When we talk about significant digits, it'll probably just be accurate to the 23, but you'll talk more about that in your chemistry classes a lot. You'll discuss that. Okay, I have one try it for you. I'm going to draw some similar figures here, and then I want you to find the value of x. And this is going to be trickier than what I did here, but hopefully combining this with what we did yesterday, you'll be like, oh, it's totally cool. So let's see. Try it. Try it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to have two. Ooh, these are going to be awesome triangles. And then this one will be a little bit bigger. Okay, so let's say 6 and x. 10 and x plus 6. Ooh, exciting. Go ahead and try that out.